Alright, problem number 21. We have a farmer needs a rectangular garden divided into 3 equal plots. He has 170 yards of fencing. The length of each plot is 5 yards more than the width. What are the dimensions of the garden? Let's go ahead and draw a picture of what this problem is talking about. So, okay, we'll say that this is the garden, and we're going to attempt to put it into 3 equal plots, and of course this is just going to be an attempt. Okay, and we'll put the other line about right here. Alright, close enough. I guess you get the idea. I think this one here is a little bigger than the others, but as long as you understand what we're talking about. Alright, let's see. The length of each plot is 5 yards more than the width. So we'll say that this is the length here, and this will be the width. Okay, that'll be the width. So we've got an L here, and another L, a W, a W, and a W. And what we're going to want to do is write an equation that gives the perimeter. And so in general, we'll write it as P is equal to, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 W's plus, and then, we have really L, L, and an L. We have 6 of those. Six of them. Okay, so that should sum up to the parameter there. And we said that the parameter was 170 yards. So we'll say that it's 170, label that here. Now we had a relationship. The length of each plot is 5 yards more than the width. So we'll write that here. The length is 5 yards more than the width. So now we have a relationship between the length and the width. And what we'll want to do is substitute that into our equation so we can get it all in terms of one variable. Okay, and so we're going to write 4W plus 6L. Alright, let's start a parentheses. So 5 plus W. Okay, now we have a linear equation all in terms of one variable. Let's go ahead and simplify this thing down and then solve for W. So 6 times 5 is 30 plus 6W. Now we collect up our like terms. 4W, 6W is 10W plus 30. Of course, that's all equal to 170. Subtracting 30 from both sides, we have 170 minus 30 is equal to 10W. This gives us 140 is equal to 10W, and we're just going to write it right over here, which implies that W is equal to 14. Alright, so we multiply both sides by 1/10 to our equation. We get, let's make that an arrow there, we get 14. So W is 14 yards. Okay, so now we want to go back and find, well, what is L? Well, remember our relationship was 5 yards more than, so that's going to be 5 plus W, which is 14, and that's going to equal to 19, right? 5 plus 14 is 19. Okay. So you see that? So when we go back now, so L is 19. So this side is 19, right? 19 and 19. Okay? And we said W was 14. Okay, so this side, we'll use a different color. This side is 14 yards long, and this side here is 19 yards, which would be 5 yards more than. Now, what we could do now is go ahead and add up, and let's make sure it all adds to 170 yards. So 19 times 6, okay, plus 14 times 4. And it all adds to 170. So it's important to be able to take a problem and write an equation and then solve for those variables. All right. Okay, simple enough. See you there in the next problem.